from One Pretty Little Box. I am not even going to ask you to forgive my no makeup and no hair because today was a wave pool day. Sorry, I'm trying to get the camera just right. But I am ready to do a book review of Life's Golden Ticket by Brendon Burchard. You guys have heard me talk about him. I quote some of his quotes a lot. He is probably one of my favorite mentors that I actually employ into my life. I have not purchased any of his things. I do believe that I would love to one day. But as a mom of 3 teenagers who are in sports and all extracurricular activities, their stuff comes first. So, you know, mom does what she can do with what she has to do. And that's basically the best way that I can tell you to love the life that you live. Stop trying to do things you can't do outside of your power, right? And do things that you can do with what you have. You all are watching this video. That means you have internet. It means you can watch YouTube. And there's tons of resources available to you for free that people have put out there. And that is how I actually discovered and found Brendon Burchard. He's been around for years. I had no idea. Come to find out, this book has been around for a long time. I didn't know that until all of a sudden I see, I believe it was an ad that popped up for this book on maybe Facebook. It was either Facebook or YouTube. And when I read it or watched the review for it, I knew that I needed to read it. And the book was free. I paid shipping. So come on already, you know. If I had it, I would have paid probably $1 million for this book. This book is a complete treasure, and I highly, highly, highly recommend it for anyone. In fact, if you'll wait till the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how you can get your copy and why I'm choosing to share it with you. You'll see. Anyway, this is a book, it says about, it's a story about second chances. Jack Canfield, you know, he said it's a powerful parable of love, loss, and redemption that will stir the souls of its readers. Burchard has crafted something eternal here, and I'm going to tell you, I cried through this book. I laughed in this book. I pondered, I questioned, and it seemed like, you know, I told you guys this went to the pool with me. This went to the wave pool. We've gone more than a handful of times. We've probably gone a handful and a half already. And this is the book I took with me. I might have only read 5 pages because that was also my office. And you guys know that I have a few days to finish the book that I'm writing. But it never seemed to be as it is right now as far as when I would read something in this book. It either already applied to something I was dealing with in myself emotionally, or it was something one of my characters in my book was dealing with. It was crazy, epically just how it was meant to be for the moment. And I truly, honestly believe that when you read this book, you're going to have the same kind of experience that I did. Excuse me, I have to burp. Sorry. Hey, I'm just a real laugh mama. This book was like a roller coaster, and it's funny for me to say that because it takes the main scenery in this particular book is at a fair, at kind of a carnival, amusement park kind of place. And but this book takes you on many rides, rides emotionally, rides spiritually, relationally, how you relate to other people, how you relate to yourself, issues you may have dealt with your whole life that you never could imagine finding healing in, and strength and courage and boldness, and bam, this will hit you right in the face. I highly recommend this book. In the back of the book, you're going to see an envelope. Do you see this? The beginning of this book, it begins with someone sharing an envelope. In this particular envelope, it says, "Warning, Opening this envelope before you've read the entire book diminishes the magic of what's inside. Read the book first. Trust me, Brendon. And there were times where I wanted to open it, but I knew that I had to trust and I had to wait. I believe in perfect opportune times, and this book believes in it too, and helps others to believe in, and just knowing that there's a perfect time for everything and everyone under the sun, under the moon, under the stars. I finished this book last night. I opened this envelope last night. No, maybe it was the day before. What is today? Today's Tuesday? I finished this book Monday night. No, Sunday night. Because I was reading it at the wave pool and then I stayed up to finish it because I couldn't put it down. That's why I was so tired yesterday. And I finally got to open the envelope, and I'm glad that I did, because there was something in it for me and there was something in it for you. And when you get this envelope and you get this book, there's going to be something in it for you, and there's going to be something in it for somebody else. Down below, I'm going to put a link. If you would like to give this book a try for free, click that link. I highly recommend this book for every single one of you, whether I know you personally or not. If you're coming across this particular review and this particular video, this book was meant for you. And I know that. And I know that when I decided, okay, instead of handing that particular thing in the envelope to one person, I had to hand it to you, because you guys, I hold in a very, very high regard. You're very important to me, every single one of you. So click on that link, get your book, and read this. This book is only 203 pages, so it is a fairly quick read. It took me a while because I read a few chunks at a time, and I saved it specifically for my pool bag, and I pulled it out there until Sunday night, when I said, okay, enough's enough. I've got to finish this because I can't help myself. I'd gone to the wave pool Sunday and read quite a bit, and I was like, no. I want to know how it ends. It is a life-changing book. It takes you through a journey. If you've ever second-guessed your whole life, if you feel like you're stuck in a rut, if you just need a shove, a nice lovingly shove into living an exceptional life above and beyond you, read this book. If you're in despair and you feel like you just can't take another day, hold on a minute. Get this book and read it. I've been there. I really, really have. And I've been through an emotional roller coaster myself in the last few months. Finishing the book that I am writing, I am going through an emotional roller coaster, because I take on characters that I read, and I take on characters that I write. And so I take on these emotions, and it becomes who I am to get what I need to get out on paper. And I have a feeling that's how Brendon wrote this book as well. This is his only fictional book that he's ever written. He does a lot of self-help and nonfiction, which are, I'm sure, amazing. I've never read them. But I do know that he said that this was the only fictional book that he has written, and I think he needs to write more. So, if you think you need a second chance in this life, if you would like a second chance in this life, if you even just want a book that when you read it, you feel good at the end and it's changed your life, get this book. The link is below. Trust me. Trust Brendon. Your life is going to be changed forever. I had to give this book a rating out of 5 stars, definitely 7, because, I mean, come on already. I can't give this book enough praises, and I really don't want to tell you about too much of it because you've got to go through the experience yourself. But you know, if I'm going to do a book review, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be because it's a book that I loved, a book that transformed me one way or another, opened my eyes, opened my heart, opened my soul. open my personality a little bit. Brendon, if you happen to see this review, I give you a thumbs up, buddy, and a high five, because you are totally, totally amazing. And I thank you for taking the time and energy and courage to write the story that you did. It touched me greatly, and I appreciate it. Bye, guys. Go click the link. I consider you my friend, so I'm sharing this with you.